Hey everybody. So somebody asked me to do a thing on ActivInspire screen recording. I know it's a little late and most people within my circle already know how to use it. Hello buddy. But I'm going to do that anyway. So there's kind of like two caveats here. So firstly, to get ActivInspire, search it on Google. Download ActivInspire from Promethean. Select language, I guess. I don't remember this exactly, to be honest with you. But anyways, yeah, okay, so Windows, Mac, Linux. So it's right in there. If you just straight up install it, you're not going to have the screen recording functionality. For the school I work at, what they did was they gave us a code for it. So you can open up, here, do that again. You can go to Help, About, Register, and then you can put the code values in here. And once you click accept, then this won't say continue trial, it will say 60-day trial. And click 60-day trial, and once you've done that, you get 60 days. And this information is something you've got to get from your organization. My school has one for us. Clearly I'm not giving that out on here, but that's how you will unlock screen recording. Once you got that done, you should see this, and inside more tools you'll have the screen recorder, full screen or area screen recorder. But pause on that for a minute because there's one other caveat. So you should go to File Settings, Recordings, and see this capture frame rate. So this is kind of the downside to ActivInspire. It's frame rate limited and it's a pretty low frame rate. So put that all the way up to 10. And then make sure record audio is checked, which it should be. Now, there's a couple of things here. This will record audio from your microphone. I don't believe that it records any audio from the desktop. If it does, well, we'll see, because I'll do a video here and I'll show that. But this is screen capped at, or screen recording capped at 10 frames per second. And so like when you see me on here, when you're watching this YouTube video, this is because I'm using this recording software, which is different, and it's not too difficult, but it's more complicated. This is recording at 30 frames per second. Older videos are all captured at like 24.97 frames per second. That goes back to Hollywood in like the 30s, 40s, 50s. 30 frames per second is common. 60 frames per second is also fairly common. But 60 frames per second for what we're doing is kind of a waste if you're doing this for just for school or whatever. The problem with 10, I'll show you. So the problem with 10 basically is that when you go to screen record, if you have content that's at 24.97 or 30 or 60 frames per second that you're playing, but you're recording it at 10, you have to divide those two. So basically, if you're watching a 30 frame per second YouTube video, you're only going to get 1/3 of those frames, because you're only recording at 10 frames per second. And it ends up being this jittery sort of staccato look. I'll show you that. So let's do a recording. So screen recorder, full screen recorder. You see it comes up with this little box here. When you click that red button, it's going to start recording. And when you do, you'll see the button will go from red to blue. It's going to ask you where you want to save. So I'm going to save it to the desktop. I'm going to call this YouTube thing, ActivInspire, name it whatever you want. AVI is the default video container. Stands for like audio, video, I don't know, something. Anyways, it's the default. It's fine, but again, it's only for 10 frames per second. That's the problem. So after you click save, now this is recording the screen. So I'm actually recording it with this software and with this software. And when you see this on YouTube, you'll see it's fairly fluid and everything. So now we can actually take and minimize this stuff though. I'm going to keep that open. You know, we can move things around here, and you can see it right now with the recorder that I'm using. All right, I'll show you the recorded video in a minute. Let's do a quick YouTube video as well. Something with some motion. I don't know. Whatever, this looks good.
How's the standing desk?
Oh, okay. Commercial works.
Mark that one down in Monday.com. Monday.com is our #1 tool to manage all of the different parts of our business.
So note the video you're hearing, we can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's actually coming out of the speakers. So it's coming out of the speakers down here and going up to the microphone up there. It's not recording it directly digitally.
Sure, thanks. Monday.
All right, I don't know what that commercial is, so that's enough that you should get an idea though. So we can do a couple other things here. You can pause the recording. So now that recording is paused. If I want to, I don't know, have a smoke, let's say, good idea. I can do that, and when I return, when I'm finished, I can just hit, I hit stop accidentally. You can hit record again, and it will continue recording on the same file. So, let me show you that again. So it's recording the screen now. Pause. Now it's not recording the screen. So if I want to open up, whatever, my banking information or something, I can do that. And then when you hit record again, my bad. Now it's recording again in that same file. And now when I hit stop, see, it's going to create this video here. Let me show you what the videos look like though. So after you click save, now this is recording the screen. So I'm actually recording with this software and with this software. And when you see this on YouTube, you'll see it's fairly fluid and everything. So now we can actually take and minimize this stuff though. And keep that open. We can move things around. So do you notice how this is jumpy? This is the actual video recording of the screen that I recorded a minute ago. So you're seeing a recording of me recording a recording. But you see how it's jumpy? If it's set to only 5 frames per second, if it's set to 5 frames per second, it will be even jumpier, even more staccato. So set it to 10, and that's a limitation of ActivInspire. That's just the way it is. So if you try to play a video over this, the quality is going to be lower. You'll see that here. And you can see it right now with the recorder that I'm using. All right? I'll show you the recorded video in a minute. Let's do a quick YouTube video as well. Something with some motion. I don't know. Okay, this looks good. Commercial works. So you see now how when you're viewing this recording, the commercial is staccato like that?
Monday.com. Monday.com is our #1 tool to manage all of the different parts of our business.
So note the video. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to look if you play videos when you're recording it with ActivInspire. That's one of the downsides. And if you didn't happen to notice, the audio is coming out of the speakers here and then going up into the microphone. It's not going from the audio software to audio software, which some of the other recorders can do. But anyways, that's basically it. So now, if you want to, we can screen record and do presentation. So it's recording now. I should have probably already had a presentation open, but I didn't, so bear with me here. Let's see. Here's one. So for instance, if you wanted to record this, actually I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to create a new recording. So let's do present. Now I've got this open. Record. Whatever. Spelling's wrong, that's fine. So now it's recording this, and it's going to be recording my voice. So I can click through this, I can say what I want to say, blah, 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 whatever, and it's recording everything on the screen. This was a presentation that I made for something that won't happen this year. So then when I'm done, I can just hit stop. And now you can see that recording right here. Spelling wrong. So now it's recording this. And it's going to be recording my voice. So I can include this, I can say what I want to say, blah, 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 whatever, and it's recording everything on the screen. Now, similar deal if you've got a presentation, or I'm sorry, a PDF. I'm sure that I have something I can show. Yeah. So, well, these aren't PDF. Hang on a second. I guess that's all right, really. Let's see. So, actually, yeah, if you wanted to show just a document, you can just open up the document and show it. And as long as this is going red to blue, whatever is on your desktop is being shown. So, so right now I will be shown, but it'll be 1/3 of me. It won't be as fluid, and this will be shown as well. So this is how you can go over documents, schoolwork, spreadsheets, whatever else. Let's see if there is somewhere I've got a bunch of PDFs actually. What am I thinking here? We hear you, honey. Relax. Here we are. So let's download one of these. Now I can either open this up right in here, or I can download it and open it. Either way, doesn't really matter. Whatever's on your screen is going to show. So this is that PDF. I can also just open it here, and here's that same PDF. So everything that's on the screen, every single thing is being recorded. And that's probably something to remember. So your background is being recorded. If you've got naked ladies on your background, that's what other people will see. If you've got a bunch of, video games, that's what people are going to see. So just, bear in mind that whatever is on here, if you've got a document that says tax information and all of my passwords, they're going to see at least the name of it, right? And if you've got it open, there's a good chance that you will, go through and accidentally open that up if you're going through Windows. So, be careful about what you show on your desktop, because anything that's shown is recorded. That's it. And again, you can pause. So now it's not recording, and you can, look at your tax documents or your pictures of ladies or whatever, and then once you hit record again, it'll continue going on that one single file, that one initial file, and once you hit stop, now it's created that video. So this is the document. This is going red, blue, whatever is on your desktop being shown. So you can either open this up, bear in mind that whatever is on here. So I know it's a little weird because there's 2 copies of me, but hopefully you were able to, stick with that. And let me know what questions you got, but that's basically all there is to ActivInspire. And of course, obviously, you can use the ActivInspire stuff too. So if you want to, type notes to your students, draw stuff, if you want to save this stuff, you can always do that. It's still regular ActivInspire, and it's going to record all of this. And so the reason why ActivInspire is frame limited is because it was made for this, and it was made sort of kind of quickly in a way. I mean, so it doesn't have the features that something like this program would have. This is made specifically to record your screen and to do recordings and stuff. This isn't. So it's fine. It works really well for what it's for. but it's not great for videos. You can use it, but it's just not going to be great for videos. That's about all there is to using the ActivInspire thing to record videos, and make sure that you save them somewhere where you know where they are. And well, that's about it. All right, thanks. Bye.